with my channel. Welcome back. So we are gonna go through a video of Asari Dokubo bragging about what his boss is doing in Igbo land, especially in Igbo State. Yes, it's no longer a news that Asari Dokubo and his boys, according to him, are now in Igbo land, buying our people in kind of revenge, because some time ago, the same Asari Dokubo decided to, come online and brag that he's gonna chase Igbo people away and all that. Then a few months later, Eastern governors hired him in disguise, and military, of course, welcomed him to do job for them. As if that is not enough, he actually went to Eastern region and tried to buy people. Not tried, he buyed a lot, especially in Ihamufu. How many of you remember Ihamufu incident? Okay, not this one incident, not the recent one. No. I'm talking about the one that happened that PM actually, responded very, very well. Then Biafran Liberation Army took it upon themselves and chased him and his boys away. In fact, it was not funny to them. Then he started to run away and waited and waited and waited. He stopped talking until this time that PM has, was arrested again. He wasn't arrested. The first one was interrogation. Now that the PM has been officially arrested and detained, going 3 months as of today. So, Asari Dokubo is back again, killing our people. A lot of video on social media about it, of which I cannot bring it here. You know already, the community guideline of the platform that we are using must be respected. Otherwise, the channel will be, interrupted or suspended. So to avoid that, we need to tread with caution. But I'm going to play this video so that you hear him in his recent interview, what he actually said and what he represents. So please hear this. Just a moment, let me get it done, okay?
I don't have any face up with the military. There are the people who are looking for face up. They don't have any face up with the military. I said what I said. Helicopters were flying over my house. And even today, as we are talking now, in Imo, the military people, the army, the navy, are standing side by side with my men, fighting at Okigwe and Idiato. Now, in Imo.
So, this is for some of you saying, no, it's our people buying our people. Yes, I'm not saying our people are not buying our people. This is Asari Dokubo. How many of you watched the video where they buy a young man going to fetch water with his ladies machine? This motorbike they call ladies machine in Nigeria. I don't know the English name, to be honest with you. That is a motorcycle that ladies normally use. If you know, you know. Of course, you should know, because Biafrans are aware of this machine I'm talking about. That guy was going to fetch water. What did they do? They said that his hands look like his. Let us see your hand. Your finger look like you normally shoot gun. And the video of how they're trying to blackmail the guy, because one of them put hand in the pocket and brought out one of the cartridge and dropped it as if he fell down from the guy's pocket. And they're filming it without knowing that the video actually captured them when they were doing that, because the shadow of the guy, because it was a sunny day, and that camera will reveal his shadow. In an attempt to hide what they want to do, they focus the camera straight forward. Then the shadow was revealing what is going on. That the camera will not capture in real life, but the shadow on the ground was showing how the guy was putting his hand on his pocket to bring out that cartridge, not cartridge, bullet. And He used that to blackmail the guy. In fact, to cut the long story short, they tied the guy and tied the guy on the machine and what is dragging the guy. That was Asari the boys. So he's telling you that he's working with hand in hand with the military, Nigerian military. I don't want to talk more about. I don't want to say much about it because many of you, we all know what is going on. We all know how this game is being played, and the target and the intention of those who are behind it is not hidden. It is not hidden at all, at all, at all. So now let's continue. This is Asari Dokubo.
Some of them coming to make these things. I laugh. You know, why they do this is working for the federal government, so there are certain things they cannot say. What they cannot say to other people, they are saying that insurgency will not end. Egba, Simeon Egba. Who is Simeon Egba?
You know, each time you mention Egba, he will be vibrating. He's making it though now that PM is not here. When PM was here, can he say that? Because his boss tried and they received it. Now, I'm not here to promote violence or to laugh at anybody. But one, you need to understand, you need to recognize your fear and the danger facing you. To understand the intention and the motive of those who are doing all manner of nonsense to eliminate or to commit genocide. Asari is one of them. And you see, now Ekpa is who is Simon Ekpa? I don't want to say he knows who Simon Ekpa is. That's why he's talking out of experience. Listen.
So virtually all ESN IPOB camps.
Wait.
Destroyed virtually all Egba, Simeon Egba. Who is Simeon Egba? We have destroyed virtually all ESN IPOB camps. As I'm talking to them now, as we are talking, we are standing side by side with them at the theater and today as an operation.
This is 2025. In case you are wondering, maybe this old video. No, this is a recent video. Okay, and in fact, I am playing it from someone who actually uploaded it 14 hours ago. So this to remind you that it's not something you can argue. Oh, it's the old one. No, it's not. Let's continue.
When you are fighting for self-determination, it can take any means. Because the person oppressing you will not allow you to just go. The person oppressing you will do everything to keep you.
Did you hear that? When you are fighting for self-determination, he's saying that and he throw his face elsewhere because he know that he's fighting to keep people that want the freedom. If you know, you know. Remember, he's once one of the agitators. When federal government did not, when the federal government did not recognize him or maybe give him chance to be one of their own, or when they did not give him an assignment to do, he will become an agitator, a freedom fighter. When they called him and give him something, then he's anti-freedom. People can be something else. Human beings are very, 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 very difficult to control. Especially those who love money more than anything. And he knows what he's doing. He knows.
So it's not a new something. It's not new.
But how would you explain the continued imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu?
Nnamdi Kanu.
I
don't think any court has freed Nnamdi Kanu. No court. Let them show us evidence of it.
Look at him. Lying. Somebody who has a dubious character and who is criminal tendency, whose criminal tendency is not hidden anywhere. You cannot help him in any way to cover him. Look at what he's saying now. Show us. You and who is the us, I show you. Do you actually care to? He knows, but he wants to cover it because he felt that he's defending his master.
And they cannot be freed. There is a process now. There's court of first instance. There's court of second instance. There's a court of final instance, which is the Supreme Court. When you do, the due process of the law is very clear. When you win at court of
For him to mention these stages of court order or court um, judgment simply means that he knows that there's a court that have already released him, but he's not satisfied about it. He want maybe he feel that his only Supreme Court will do that's the final judgment, right? I don't know where the judgment or the order from Mazagano release come from. I don't know if it's truly from the Supreme Court or High Court. I don't know, but there's order for him to be released. So most of you that are aware of this, you may put in your comments and tell us what you know about it. And don't forget to like the video, share it. Tell us what you think about all we've discussed so far, and please subscribe to this channel. Okay, you can see that channel is still growing. We need your support on this, and please like it, and like I said, share it to many platforms of your choice. Let's continue.
the other person can appeal and ask for stay of execution. I think we are living in a strange world. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal.
Yeah.
He's a criminal.
Really?
He ordered for the killing of people, innocent people.
Now, this is somebody who is in Idato, as he said now. You know, he mentioned two places in Imo State, Okigwe and Idato. Now, doing what? Killing innocent people. But he's not a criminal. And he's what? Ask this man, are you a retired military officer? No. But you have youth, young guys that you are training. Not as training as you are a retired officer or general. No, you are not. You don't have military background. How did you learn how to use catapult and how to buy people? You train people who are not government officially recognized army. Even though, due to caliphate around you, you have license to carry catapult. Now, where did you get the license to train people that have catapult? And how did you buy catapult? When is Nigerian Constitution, allow you? When did the Nigerian Constitution provide a place, or the concern is something else anyway? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you where do you have the right? What constitution are you using that give you right to buy catapult and gravel to the extent that you can share to some boys, and they are now fighting your fight? You are now having contract to do the fight. It's not as if you, like I said, you're a military man. No, but constitution says this also catapult can only be acquired by the government. No arrest, nothing. Instead, they are contracting him to help military, meaning that military somehow are lacking manpower. If I'm not, because for military to call for backup from his boys, because he said they are fighting side by side. Do you get the point? That they are fighting side by side. Now, they made an attempt in the past. PM stopped that. Now, Danka Ono and all the DS members that signed contract, signed petition and all that to remove PM for Asari to rule, they are all mooted. Uchechi mooted. He's here insulting Master Mcgann that is a criminal. But PM, who did not insult Master Mcgann's wife dragged Uchechi, dragged PM on social media for months. Lizzie Kano, that is now working for Hanese to insult Yoruba and insult the other tribe and all that. I don't want to talk about that now. We have already discussed about it some time ago. But you know what I'm talking about. Most of the so-called Igbos that are anti-PM, none of them are seeing what is going on in Igbo State today. Anyway, let's continue.
So he should be held culpable, responsible for his crimes. That's it like that. That's not too late.
Asante of calling somebody a criminal is like me calling somebody a black man. Even you can see my color, I'm black. Then you are not calling Master Mcgann a criminal. What a country. What a country.
About that. But if the court finds him that all the atrocities is committed and find him not culpable and release him if the Supreme Court does that. Okay for him. But for now, no court has set him free.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That if he failed to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's going to suffer, meaning that there is no 2027 ticket for Bola Ahmed Tinubu except he release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me have your reaction on that very statement by Reverend Mbaka. Yes, of course, Reverend Mbaka have said it severally that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He's even ready to stand as a shorty for federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to him. So it's not no longer a news to us. Reverend Mbaka have said it severally. Even
I have to thank Father Mbaka. I have to thank Father Mbaka for always standing on the side of the truth. Even though some of you, I'm not among, have this kind of negative feeling about him. You have, oh, he predicted this, he said this in the past. Fine, you have your opinion. I'm not here to talk about it. But somebody who is consistent in saying the truth and standing for the truth, you don't just, ignore that kind of person. So his recent message is that Tinubuu should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or stand a chance of not winning election 2027. Let's see how that one will play out. Igbos are the one hindering themselves in every angle. We are conquered people, to be honest with you. But let's continue. I don't want to go, I don't want to start feeling somehow about it. But let's
ministry here who is never Ebuka Obi. I've also said the same thing. They have been praying. Do the needful that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Morally, do you think that Reverend Mbaka should make that kind of statement? Of course, it's title to that because they are all feeling the heat in the southeast. Don't forget that why he made that statement of this heat at home that is affecting the Igbo region. So Tinubuu might not really understand what is happening in the southeast than Reverend Mbaka, and that's why Reverend Mbaka has the first out that Tinubuu should do the needful because at the first place he was not even the one that arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why is he holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
A very good question. A very good question. Let's move to another because Afonja always they cannot stop making some utterances that you cannot, you cannot explain. I just want you to listen to this one.
Good morning. That is good morning. All right, quick one, Mr. Larry. Let me have your reaction concerning what happened, what NAFDAC is doing with the Igbos, especially what happened in Anambra State. There's one market, just market in Anambra State that NAFDAC went there to seal up the market. That even prompted the likes of dignitaries like Peter Obi to approach them and tell them what happened. They said they want to seal the market for 1 week for them to carry out their necessary investigation. Also, the similar thing that Eric said yesterday in the matter that the Igbos challenged in NAFDAC. So let me have your reaction. Is it as a target to one individual or particular group of people?
Anyway, this is about video of Peter Obi, addressing NAFDAC members in Anambra State because they stopped people from opening their shop I think Ochanja. I think the whole line was stopped. That's people that are selling, their medicine, a tablet, an injection, and all that. They stopped them, and we saw that video. It was flying on 10 and on net last week, and Peter Obi seemed to have, challenged that. He refused to accept what Soludo, not Peter Obi, have challenged that because Peter Obi actually talked sense to NAFDAC to make sure that they allow them to continue opening their shop and go after those that are selling fake drugs. Now, let me use the opportunity to say this. If you are among those that are selling fake drugs, and it's not as if you don't know, you are doing it deliberately, you are a murderer, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Selling fake drugs is, in this world that is highly polluted, it is not good. You need to be careful. You are not a medical doctor, but you don't know what that thing that you are selling is costing the life of people. And there are some things you don't need to go into, or they are very bad, and you are doing it to people that may have minor problem, and by virtue of that medicine you are selling, you have actually caused many more harm on them. You understand? It is not good at all. Anyway, tell me what you think about what we have discussed so far because I'm not going to play the video to the end and like the video. Share it to many group of your choice and subscribe to the channel. God bless you. Bye bye for now.